guys, we're in the drive-thru right now. I want a Beyond sausage English muffin. I don't know what they're called. A small black iced coffee too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're getting a little breakfast, a little snacky snack on the way to getting my cast off appointment. This is how my face is looking. It pretty much looks like fine. I didn't really have bruising. I cried like all day yesterday. Can you confirm?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Definitely can.
So I have just been really stressed because of how swollen this looks. I feel like it's not going to turn out, and I've just been like really like freaking out, honestly.
Other thing is, the tape is doing this, and the thing I read this morning is it will show your nostril. It would look like your tip's up for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
A couple
I
weeks
read
to
that
a
as
couple
well.
months. So that could be why. What's that guy doing over there?
Where?
The man with the
At
green
McDonald's?
shirt. Yeah, with the green shirt and the bandana. He's just...
I don't see a man in a green shirt. Oh yes, I do.
He's confused.
Maybe
Or he's waiting for somebody.
Maybe he's like on something. I mean, Gabby's had some issues coming through town here. She's had people try to climb into her car.
I've never had that problem before. Oh, that's wicked creamy. My God, you're gonna get sick on that. You want it like that?
It has milk in it. It's supposed to be black.
Coffee, yeah. I don't know how that got mixed up.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
I like black coffee and I don't like sugar. I just like black coffee. I'm gonna leave my camera here, and then I'm just gonna have you probably record me on my phone when they take the cast off. So the quality won't be good, guys. They just took off the cast, and it came off pretty easy. I'm like really scared. You see a difference though?
Oh, definitely. To me, it looks really small, yes. A little bit swollen here.
I'm like... Hey guys, so I just got back. I did not cry. Well, I did a little, but it went fine. My tip is very swollen. The tip is really swollen. No, I don't even want to show them until it's done swelling.
That's what it's all about.
Okay, so here's a clip of me right after surgery, like post-op. And then I just have some pictures of me with my cast on, with my mom with my cast on, in the car with my cast on, just like a bunch of pictures. And those are followed by a couple of videos of my nose, like kind of right after surgery, and then a more recent picture of my nose, a selfie, so yeah. It's me. So as of right now, I have a little scar here, a little scar here. It's kind of like a bump actually at the moment. I don't know. There's also a scar that runs across here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be me talking about my nose job experience. I'm just kind of going to be going over like the surgery day vlog a little bit because people were curious. And also I'm going to be like talking about kind of getting the cast off and like my emotional roller coaster of the last few weeks. So it's now 21 days after my surgery. It's been like exactly 3 weeks, and this is how I'm looking and this is how I'm feeling. So I'll like give you a better look at my nose later, but for right now I just wanted to talk to you guys. So a lot of people were asking me about anesthesia. A lot of people who were like maybe about to go into a surgery or something, or people who were thinking about getting nose surgery. A lot of people were saying they were scared of the anesthesia portion of this. It was super quick. It just felt like I was getting like dizzy, sleepy, kind of like a drunkish, like sleepy feeling. Within seconds, like that was it. I don't remember anything else. It just feels like kind of like falling asleep really, really fast. And all of a sudden I was awake again and the surgery was over, and that was literally it. Don't like stress a ton, so it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. I did feel like extra like funny when I woke up. I'm always super nauseous when I wake up after anesthesia, but they do give you nausea medication, and I think you have a pill to take for nausea after that if you want it. I didn't take it. So yeah, that's that. I really wouldn't worry about the anesthesia too much. You are in the hands of professionals. It's their job to use anesthetics on people. I like to trust that they're really good at it because they're spending their whole lives like doing that. But yeah, there's that. So I think that day 1, 2, and 3, my pain was probably like a 6 out of 10. I mainly took Vicodin for pain, and I did use it for the first 3 days. It almost felt like I just had a really bad like pounding headache. And I don't get headaches, so for me to like have like a migraine and feel like that was very unusual. But yeah, so that was the first few days. It hurt quite a bit. I feel like I can handle quite a bit of pain, but it was definitely really painful. After that, I just took double strength Tylenol. I slept with ice packs on my eyes. I woke up every 2 hours to use a saline spray in my nose and put Aquaphor on my incisions again. I was really, really, really good with the cleaning. I was on top of it. every 2 hours on the dot. I had alarm set. Yeah, so after 7 days, I think, is when I got the cast off, and I mentioned in the little vlog portion, but the day before I got my cast off, it was a Wednesday, I got my cast off on a Thursday. I've never really had like anxiety before recently, but I was so worked up all day long about my nose. I was just kind of concerned that it might not look the way I wanted or something, because all I could really see of my nose was the swollen tip because the rest had the splint over it. So I was just looking at the swollen tip and the swollen nostrils and thinking like, oh my god, my nose looks so huge. Maybe it's not even going to look any different. Maybe it's not going to look any smaller. What if he didn't cut the bone down as small as I want? Because I really couldn't see. Like, I couldn't see the, I'm just putting hair in my face. I couldn't see the bridge of my nose, which is where primarily the work was done. So I couldn't see it. I just had this like unexplainable feeling of like, oh my gosh, what if I put all this money and time into this and like it's not even any different than it was before? I don't know. Turns out everything was fine, so I got the cast off. It hurt a little to have the sutures taken out, a little bit of pressure to have the cast taken off, not bad. I will touch on this, I had a lot of like pimples forming when I got the cast off because obviously I hadn't cleaned that area in a week and I have very oily skin, so the oil was just building up and it was really gross. I looked very pig-like the day I had the cast taken off, so the tip was raised quite a bit and super swollen, which just like combined, it was a very like pig-like looking nose, I guess is the only way to really say it. So I was really nervous. I could clearly see that the bridge of my nose was so much smaller because, I'll show you some before pictures, but I had a convex like outward shaping nose, so it kind of like the bone kind of went like this almost like, and I wanted it to go like that. So that's kind of where the work was done, was in the bone up here. And then the nostrils he made a little bit smaller just to kind of fit the rest of the nose. My side profile is pretty much the same. He did bring in the tip a little and reduce it just slightly just to kind of match, because like I feel like if you're going to bring in the nostrils and bring in the bridge, to keep everything looking proportional, brought in the tip a little bit. 3 weeks after surgery, it is still completely numb. The tip of my nose is. Can't feel that. So yeah, that's how that's going. I was very emotional the few days after I got the cast off. I was staring at my nose obsessively, and at the appointment he had told me like, don't look at your nose too much for the next couple weeks because it's gonna swell and it's gonna be uneven, like your nostrils are gonna change shape, your nose is gonna change shape, like don't stare at it too much because the swelling is gonna move. And he was totally right, because I stared at my nose like it was the only thing I had to do in the world for like 4 days, and honestly I was just like obsessing over my nose for a minute there, and I finally decided to relax. My recovery really wasn't bad. I didn't really have any bruising and I feel like I had minor swelling. Like the tip of my nose was very swollen, but my face itself did not really experience bruising and swelling. It makes me think his technique is probably very good, because most people come out looking like they were just in like a wrestling ring with like a pro fighter. People come out looking crazy. And I just didn't really have that, and that's what I was expecting. Like people were like, oh my god, you're gonna look so funny, and I looked like pretty normal actually. At first I was worried because like I was like, maybe since there's no bruising that means that like not much work was done, but I guess that is not true. That is not accurate at all. That was a very bold assumption on my part, and it's not true. So moving on to now, it is 3 weeks after the surgery. Right, 3 weeks and 1 day? No. It is exactly 3 weeks after the surgery, and this is how I am looking. I'm gonna be inserting clips from like before the surgery, during the surgery, after the surgery, and stuff like that, so you're gonna see all that. On day 14, or day 15, it started to shift a little. Day 1 through 14, I was super happy with how the bridge looked. I thought it was like super skinny and super like smoothed out, and then I started to notice on about day 14 that I had, I don't even know if you can see it in this lighting, I'm kind of like shading half of my face. There is a small bump here and a small bump here. I'll show you like in a different video clip I'll take. And I googled it because I haven't been back to my checkup appointment. I mean, they did tell me my nose was going to change and shift a lot, and my appointment is September 3rd. So I'm not going to like call them and bug them about the way it's healing, because he cut here, and that's where I'm seeing like little bumps, so I was concerned. Right now my nose is like contorted. I don't really know if you can even like tell. Apparently noses can form like calluses for like months and months and months, and then like be reabsorbed by the bone, and then it'll be like smooth again. Apparently that's the healing process of a broken or like cut or shaved bone. Hence why some people who have a really big bump removed kind of have a bump return. And I think there are some cases where that callus isn't reabsorbed, and then they would then have to file that. So I'm really nervous because I'm like, what if those bumps don't go away? I did want it to be perfect the first time. I didn't want to have like any revision work done. Like I didn't want to do anything like that. So I haven't even seen my surgeon for my post-op. I mean, I had my splint off in about a week. I have my 1 month, or I'd say my 4-week post-op appointment. That is when I'm going to talk to him about that. I'm sure he's going to relieve my stress and like explain it away. But But yeah, I'm not concerned about scars. Like, scars fade, scars go away, scars can be covered with makeup. What mattered the most to me was like the shape of the bone of my nose. No scar is gonna compare to how much I didn't like my nose. The other day my sister and I got up for a sunrise photo shoot at like early in the morning. That's not the point though. She would take a few pictures of me and then she would turn the camera around and show me the pictures. Pretty typical for us, and then I'd repose, you know. Normally I have to redo my pictures 800 times because I like look at my nose and I like hated it. That didn't happen this time. I looked at the pictures and my nose kind of blended with my face and looked nice. I'll insert probably a picture or two so you know what I'm talking about. It was probably the first time in a while we had taken pictures that I didn't immediately think, oh, I might have to like Facetune that, or I'll have to take that again, or I can't post that. So very different experience, because for like 3 or 4 years now, I've just had so many issues with like pictures because I just hated my nose. I feel like it kind of took over my whole face. It was so broad that I feel like my eyes looked further apart and my lips looked smaller. There's so many things that go into it. I'm like excited, and if any of you watching are in New York or like in the northeastern United States, I guess, and you're looking for someone and you like the way my work was done, let me know. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like include like the office I went to and the surgeon and everything in a video. Like, I wasn't really sure because I don't know. Yeah, if you're interested, just go to my Instagram and direct message me there, DM me there. And I will answer, give you more information about the surgeon and everything like that. But yeah, I will just see you guys in my next video, so bye!